I knew it. The French support Thanos. No wonder in World War II they got. Anyways, Expedition 33. You've probably already heard about it. Or, if you haven't, then you're like Patrick. Hot, sexy, well endowed, and living under a rock. Expedition 33 has taken everything by storm, and for good reason. But the most surprising thing about it is, it's almost entirely by word of mouth. It has broken records without even having to try. It's like if your dad finally came back after getting the milk. Shit's so unbelievable that you can't help but be happy.
I told your mother I'd be back.
And sad when he eventually leaves you again. I am fully confident that this game is going to win Game of the Year. In fact, this game is my litmus test for how many old, loose-bellied white men have infiltrated the Game Awards. I've had my suspicions ever since Last of Us 2 won. Expedition 33 not only executes everything so many other JRPGs try to do perfectly, but on top of that, it has innovated and changed the industry to a new height. You know when something's so good, you can't help but anticipate the disappointment from other games you're gonna have to play after it. Like I have to go back to play some other RPG and I already know it's not gonna be as good, so I almost don't even want to. I'll get over it. I'm just going through my dark Sonic the Hedgehog phase or my Hannah Montana phase. I can't tell the difference, they're the same thing. Do you know what makes the opening segments of games so crucial? Emotional hooks. They can immediately make you invested, elevate the game to something unique, and if done perfectly, can become revolutionarily iconic. Look at The Last of Us's opening, God of War's opening, or Papa's Pizzeria opening. Expedition 33's beginning emotional hook is brilliant. And because I want you to experience the story of this game for yourself, I will give no spoilers. Just know that it had me relapsing to sniffing ice cream sandwiches, and no, I don't want to talk about it. I will explain the premise of the game though, because that's not spoilers. Expedition 33 takes place in a world where you're living in France. So naturally, every year, a giant creature wakes up and paints a number, descending down from 100. Every time that happens, the people of that age or older die. The number goes down each year. Every year, an expedition is sent to try to stop this phenomenon from happening. They are never heard from again. The name of the game is Expedition 33, so naturally, you're on Expedition 33. The premise alone is fantastic. Reminds me of Attack on Titan. Humanity trying to fight against their fate of being wiped out. Creative premises like these are what make fantastic set pieces, eliciting intrigue, satisfaction, mystery, and tragedy. The story of this game takes you to places you've never been before, making you think things like whether one life is better than the other, if it's okay to get rid of something if it's asking you to do it, or should others pay the price for doing the right thing for what you believe in. These are things I had to think about when I decided to let the big titty goth girlfriend peg me. I really can't talk more about the story without spoiling it, so I'll stop now. But you know what I can talk about? The characters. The characters you play as and with are such a breath of fresh air. There are so many times in games where the character feels one-dimensional, like they're only there to try to play as a plug-in for whatever trope they're trying to push. Oftentimes, in games, the characters don't act like real adults, don't make jokes, or worse, try to make jokes. And it's especially true that most characters in games don't build relationships like real people do. I'm looking at you, weird girl who started stalking me at the behest of a government conspiracy, who then proceeded to blackmail you only to completely join you days later without any hesitancy. How the fuck did they let that slide? The characters in Expedition 33 has none of that. They talk like real adults, react like real adults, and make relationships like real adults. All of them have legitimate motivations you can understand and relate to. Not to mention, they're actually funny. Not the high school humor or quips games try to shove in your face. Actual, good humor that's sprinkled on top. Most of all though, they're hot. I'm over the young wannabes. Give me a hot 32-year-old who's gonna step on me like government taxes steps on my dignity. It's hard to make you care about every character. Every game has a couple of characters that you don't like as much as the other. Not Expedition 33 though. Every character is so unique yet somehow also enjoyable. Looking at you, Esquier. I never knew I needed a French Papa Bear who knows how to bust it down, but I'm happy I have it now. You can't talk about a game without talking about the gameplay, and let me tell you, it's badass. Most RPGs with turn-based combats feel like turn-based combat, which is fine because that's the genre, but it does take the anticipation and tension of a fight out of it if you just have to watch the enemy do something without being able to retaliate. Just like how I want Lune to step on me so I can't retaliate either. The combat in Expedition 33 has parries and dodges, unlike any other turn-based game I've ever played. That's what makes it so unique. Technically speaking, you can win any battle no matter how underleveled you are if you just get good. There's no other way to not receive damage, so you can also lose no matter how overleveled you may be. The parrying system adds so much tension that it doesn't feel like a turn-based game at all. You're at the edge of your seat in some boss fights just like you might be at Souls games. The build variety is also insane. You can literally cosplay as a World War I machine gun. If you're a bitch and not good, meaning you get hit a lot, you can become a full tank. The build I use towards the end, though, is a nuke build. It's a full glass cannon. You just one-shot most bosses, but if you get hit, it's over. Each character has their own unique mechanics, which I love. It's not like Persona where every character just feels copy-paste, but just another element. The enemies and bosses, though, are what makes me just get high on serotonin. It's like you took antidepressants when you properly parry a hard boss's combo for the first time. The art direction on the enemy is also just so cool. Each enemy has a unique look, and the bosses can demand challenge in a good way while also looking badass. Strategy mixed with panic parry skill is Expedition 33's gameplay loop, and it's a damn good one. When I'm playing Souls games, there's no strategy, man. I'm just trying to fucking survive out here, panic rolling. So this is a new feeling, trying to strategize which angle I'm about to get pounded. As intense as the gameplay is though, the vistas are just as breathtaking. The vistas are just as breathtaking. Each area in the game has a beauty to it, as if each place was painted by hand. From walking underwater to nature-ridden views, everywhere is an experience on its own. Just stopping for a second to look at the countless cool views before you is always a delight. Even the camp is so thematic. But we can't talk about the artistic look of the game without talking about fucking music. Oh my god, the music. It's as if Spider-Man's grandmother, Aunt May, became French and had sex with Drake. Yes, that's an accurate description of French music. Don't correct me on that. I know I'm right. From the beautiful tracks to the haunting tracks, the happy music turning into sad music, the fucking boss theme songs to the Lumiere song going all of it is fucking brilliant. The best music is not the most thrilling one. It's the one that fits when and where it's played the most. When you're fighting a boss and this shit comes on, I'm fucking hard. I generally don't know how they did it, but they got one of the best soundtracks in JRPG history. That's not an easy thing to do. Each track is a banger. Everything I've said combines into the perfect storm to take over your mind. The cherry on top though, yes, there's more, is the fucking ending. I won't spoil, of course. I was at the final scream of the game for 30 minutes before picking an ending. That's how you know it's good. Most games don't stick the landing, much less nail it. But even beyond that, most games are too pussy to actually have the player make a hard choice, a conviction-making choice, one where you let your balls hang and stick to what you believe in. Expedition 33 isn't just a good game. It's not even a fantastic game. It's a masterpiece that lets you decide its own fate, unflinching. Often in life, we may not want to let go of things that we enjoy. It could be a game, a movie, a TV series, or even a person. But we all know that inevitably, everything must come to an end. The only decision is when. Expedition 33 stares at you unflinchingly, urging you to decide for yourself. Will you keep the cycle of your current life going, or are you willing to change, to take the risk, to collapse in order to perhaps become something even better?
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every